What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button now, let's talk about it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, about to be saying Happy New Year's pretty soon. Things are moving very fast. We were just talking about Happy New Year 2025. Now we're getting ready to head into 2026. That right there really shows how fast things can go. That right there really shows how important patience can be. When you think that I can't be patient, I don't have enough time, look how fast the year of 2025 went by. So, one of the dilemmas that people are facing right now is, should I sell? Should I be selling right now, looking at the prices and looking at the market of what cryptocurrency? Should I be selling right now in expectation of a further dip, of a deeper crash than we've seen? Most recently, we've seen Bitcoin hit an all-time high back in October 2025, a few months ago, $125,000, $126,000. Take a look at Bitcoin right now. We're about $87,000. That's about a 31% decline in just 8 weeks. Will Bitcoin go lower than what we've seen? Will we see a deeper decline than 31%? You know, when Bitcoin declines 31%, you know what your altcoins are doing. Your altcoins are going to be down 50%, 60%. So you take a look at your altcoin, you say, is this normal for my altcoins to be down 60%, 70%? Well, if Bitcoin's down 31, 35%, you best believe that your altcoins are going to be down much more drastically than Bitcoin. And that is what we're seeing. So are we shocked? Are we surprised at what we're seeing? Not quite. Maybe a little bit, but not quite. We know that Bitcoin is king. So as Bitcoin tickers move up or down, we know what the altcoins ticker is going to do. So you take a look at Bitcoin today, we're $87,000. We did see a awesome pump where we did get close to $90,000. Got about $89,000 last night, early this morning, got rejected, got pushed all the way back down to $86,000. Now we're back $87,000. Who knows what Bitcoin will be later on tonight? Who knows what Bitcoin will be tomorrow going into the weekend? But one thing we do know is that we are down. We took a 31% cut from its all-time high. It's only been 8 weeks. Will we see further dips? We talked about the cycle shifted. The 4-year cycle is still the 4-year cycle because the Bitcoin halving happens every 4 years, but the thing that happens within that 4-year cycle has shifted. That is what has changed. So that's what we need to really be paying attention to, the shift, the changes that has occurred within the 4-year cycle. So once again, you ask yourself, should I be selling right now? Bitcoin's down 31%. Altcoins down 50, 60, 70%. Should I be selling? Should I be selling at the bottom? Should I be selling low? When the market come back up, will I have to buy back high? That is the decision that you're going to have to make as the CEO of your own portfolio. So let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. Take a look at the Fear and Greed Index today. We're at 27. Not too low, not too high. As far as what we're seeing in the market right now, we know Bitcoin is on a decline. Altcoins are on a decline. You may see a little bit of pump here and there. You may see one coin here or there start to pump. I see folks say, Coach, look at this coin's starting to pump. Well, we will see one coin here, one coin there just pump. But the entire cryptocurrency altcoin markets have not seen a jointed pump to where they're all pumping together. Take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum was trying to hold above the $3,000 range. It's tough. It is not easy with cryptocurrency, especially right now, because there's so much uncertainty in the market. Ethereum right now is $2,911. Ethereum dominance dipped back below 12%. Now we're at 11.97%. Bitcoin dominance 59.19%. Will we see 60% in Bitcoin dominance again before we see a rally in altcoins? The way things are moving, it is very hard to tell what we are going to be expecting. Santa Claus rally, we got about 4-5 days left in the month of December. Haven't had too much of a rally in December. Old Saint Nick did not come down the chimney. No presents, no gifts. But the fact that we're holding in the $80,000 range, $90,000 range, I'll take that. We were talking about how low can Bitcoin go, what prices should we be looking at. Some people are saying that the prices probably will dip below last cycle's all-time high. Last cycle's all-time high was 69K. People are looking for Bitcoin to dip below 69K. Get to maybe 60K, 55K. But one of the things that we really need to be cautious, and one of the things that we really need to take from our experience in 2025 is that it is very tough to go off of what happened in the previous cycle, what happened in the cycle before that. That's where we got caught up at this cycle, relying on the data from the previous cycle and saying, okay, since it happened like this last cycle, it should happen like this cycle. Those days are over. It is hard to go off of the previous cycles to the details of Bitcoin should drop below previous cycles all-time high. We've seen the shift, and the shift started when Bitcoin hit an all-time high before the Bitcoin halving of 2024. That was the first shift that we've seen. We really didn't understand it, really didn't pay too much attention to it, but that was the first sign that, you know what? Seatbelts better be on, helmets better be on, because we took a ride. We got beat up, bumped, bruised once again. That's cryptocurrency. So, but what we can do is really pay close attention to the movements. Don't try to stay on the ride too long. It's not going to happen overnight. Patience is very important. These are some of the things that we've learned most recently, just in the past 12 months. So you take a look at where we're at right now. We're down 31%. Will we go further, or will we start to recover? Just because folks are saying we need to go below 69K don't mean that that's going to happen, based upon the shift that has occurred. You take a look back at 2017, Bitcoin all-time high, $19,000, $20,000. Year later, 2018, down 84% to $3,200. Now that right there, that's tough. Bitcoin went from $19,700 to $3,200 from 2017 to 2018. You're talking about a 84% decline. All-time high this cycle, 126K. Right now we're at 87K. We're down 31%. What happened in 2017, 2018? Bitcoin dropped 84%. What happened after that? Well, first let's talk about what was happening during that decline. People were saying Bitcoin is going to crash to zero. People were saying it's a scam. Altcoins were down 80, 90% also. If Bitcoin was down 84%, altcoins were destroyed. Altcoins got obliterated, like they're doing right now. People calling it a scam. People saying sell. Nobody had patience. Nobody had any confidence in the market. The market sentiment was very low. The fear and greed index, 18, 13. What happened after 2018? Did we recover? Did we recover after the 84% decline? Well, we know the Bitcoin halving was 2016. The next Bitcoin halving was 2020. What did we see in 2020? We saw the Bitcoin halving. We also saw the Black Swan event of COVID-19 in 2020. Black Swan, COVID-19 hit. Bitcoin went from $10,000 to $5,000 in 2 days, March 2020. 50% decline in 2 days. You're talking about right now, we're at $87,000. Imagine if we were to go down and do a 50% decline in 2 days. Go down to $42,000, $43,000. In 2 days, you're talking about disastrous. You're talking about full of fear. You're talking about everybody exiting and leaving. Zoom back out to 2020 when that did occur. When Bitcoin went from $10,000 to $5,000 in 2 days, a 50% decline. That was 2020. $5,000. What happened in 2021? Bitcoin ran up, recovered, and had a nice pump. We got all the way up to $69,000 the following year. This right here really shows the power of Bitcoin. This shows the power of cryptocurrency. So being patient, in my opinion, is very important. We've seen time and time again, Bitcoin was counted out. Continued to recover. Continued to recover. The best thing was to do whenever you seen the fear and greed index get down to extreme fear, get some skin in the game based upon what we've seen in the past. We're $87,000 right now. That is not bad at all, in my opinion. Will we go lower? Who knows? But the question is, should I sell right now? Should I be selling right now? Because there's still so much fear and uncertainty in the market. People are making it feel like it's doom and gloom. But $87,000 is not bad at all, in my opinion, as of right now. But we can go further. We can go below the $69,000, which was the previous high of the previous cycle. That could happen. But we understand that there's a lot of movement in the market. You take a look at altcoins. Altcoins are beat down. XRP, $1.83. Below $2. Dogecoin, 12 cents. We were expecting Dogecoin to hit $1 in 2025. It's at 12 cents. That's tough. Take a look at Solana. Solana is $121. I thought Solana would at least been $500-$600 by now. We're at $121. Things have taken a major shift. You take a look at the comparisons, the way that Bitcoin and altcoins are lining up, that seems to be a shift also. Bitcoin hit an all-time high March 2025. Altcoins did not. That's a huge shift. That is something that we really need to pay attention to. So there's a lot of movements that we've seen that we really need to take into account as far as how we navigate and move further going into the year 2026 and 2027, heading into the 2028 Bitcoin halving. Like I always say, you get this cycle, you get it right one time, that's it. It's like going up to bat. Maybe you're going to get one swing at the cycle. Missed it. Let me go sit down. Let me go get in the bullpen. Let me go get on the bench for another few years. Get back up to bat the next cycle, 2028. Will I get it right this cycle? Patience has been one of the most important tools that we've had access to utilize in getting the cycle and getting the market right. So 31% decline in Bitcoin is what we are sitting at right now. Altcoins are beat down right now, 70%. Typically, bear markets, this is what you see. You see Bitcoin down 60, 70, 60, 50, 60, 70%. You see altcoins obliterated 80%, 90% down. But keep in mind, keep in the back of your memory bank, the shift. Things have shifted. And based upon that shift, anything can happen at any particular time. Oh, we're not supposed to see altcoin season begin in 2026? It's the shift. We wasn't supposed to see a bear market in 2025. The shift has occurred. And we know where the shift started at. We know it started in 2024. These are some of the things that we're identifying. We're identifying the known facts, the known factors. And then, based upon the known factors that have been identified, then we can try to predict the unknown, which is the future. What's going to happen in quarter one, 2026? That's the X factor. When will the next altcoin season happen? That's the X factor. There's a lot of X factors out there. There's a lot of unknowns out there, but I like to identify the known things, the things that have already occurred and that we can identify. We can identify that we're down 31% from all-time high Bitcoin as of right now. We could identify what the top of Bitcoin was in 2025. So it's good that we got 2025 out of our system for the most part. We got about 4 or 5 more days left in the year 2025. Then we're going to be celebrating, popping champagne bottles, saying Happy New Year. What's going to transpire in these next 5 days as December close out? Still wondering, how will quarter 4 officially close out for 2025? Right now, it's lined up to be one of probably the worst quarter 4 that we've ever seen in cryptocurrency history. When will we see one of the best quarters that we've ever seen in cryptocurrency history? Imagine if that occurred. Imagine if 3 months in a row generated and produced the best quarter in cryptocurrency history. Why can that not happen? Based upon the shift, it can happen. Look what happened to the downside. Worst quarter in cryptocurrency history. All the bullish things and bullish narratives around cryptocurrency right now. And this is what we get. This is what we see. What can happen and be revealed in 2026? What type of unknown factors can be revealed in 2026? Should I be selling right now? Should I run the risk of selling right now? How risky is it for me to be selling right now? Knowing what could be right behind the door in 2026. As far as me, I'm rocking and rolling, and I'm holding the line, being patient as I can be. Nothing to lose right now. Like I said, you want to make sure that you don't overextend yourself as far as being in cryptocurrency. You want to make sure all your bills are taken care of, and the money that you have in cryptocurrency is just money that you can do without. Like I said, I don't need the money that I got in cryptocurrency right now. I don't need it next year in 2026. I don't need it in 2027. But 2028, 2029, 2030, I'm going to need my bread. I'm going to need my paper cryptocurrency. Oh man, I'm going to need you to wake up. I need my bread. 2028, 2029, 2030, I'm going to need to be cashing out. I'm going to need to be checking my paper in the next 4 years or so. So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.